Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter if you are celebrating. Welcome to my, oh geez, Penny, come on, shoo shoo. Welcome to our guest bedroom, which is actually not going to be the guest bedroom for long. I'm going to be switching myself into this back bedroom here, and then my current filming room is going to be our new guest bedroom. I think it's just going to be a better setup that way. So anyway, I have been promising you guys for quite some time now that I would be showing the last half of my candle collection, which was going to be all of my Yankees and then my remaining Bath & Body Works candles. However, the Bath & Body Works portion is quite a bit bigger than the Yankee Candle portion that you see in front of you here. So today I'm just showing you guys the Yankee candles because once I get the rooms switched around, I plan on actually displaying the candles a little bit in here. So it'll be easier for me to show you the Bath & Body Works collection at that point. Again, I'm continuing to whittle that down in the meantime, and it feels really freaking good to be getting through a lot of these older candles. So let's talk Yankee. So this is to show you guys what I have left in my Yankee collection, but I'm quickly going to start over here at the end with that lone root candle that you see. I thought I would go ahead and address this here as well, because I used to be a really big proponent of root candles, and I still am, but however, there was one little change for me. So that is, I actually have 4 of those. I only brought up one. I store these downstairs because I have a little cabinet that they fit into perfectly. So this is Root Paradise. Again, I purchased probably 6 or 7 right before they discontinued it. So I'm sad I'm down to my last 4, but it's a really lovely scent. So Root Candles they are a beeswax blend candle company. They pride themselves on the beeswax, and I really love the Root candles. I think they burn very nicely. I don't think the throw is as substantial as what you get from like a Bath & Body Works or Homeworks or like a Nest candle or anything like that. However, I think they're very nice, and the quality of the burn is lovely, and the beeswax honestly is really great. The thing about Root is that I used to be able to buy these candles at the flower market. So if you're new to my channel, I'm a florist. I do mostly weddings and special events. I'm not doing any of those things right now, but so that's what I do for a living. And the vendor that I purchased the bulk of my flowers from at the flower market had the Root candles wholesale, which was fabulous for me because while everybody was having to like order from their website or pay retail if you happen to find them in a little boutique, I was getting them wholesale at the flower market. So I used to burn quite a few Root candles because of that. They were super easy access to me. Although this particular one I did have to order online, but I managed to get free shipping. So this is where a little bit of a, I don't know how much Root I'm going to have in my life going forward comes into play. So Root candles, while they're amazing, they very rarely have sales, especially sales that coincide with some kind of either discounted or free shipping like a lot of other companies do. And I have to admit that I am one of those people that when it comes to paying for shipping, especially with Root, because the more you ordered, the more you were paying, because I think essentially they were doing it by weight, which I get. Shipping candles is an expensive game, which is why I don't know that selling online for them is necessarily the best route, because I feel like they might do better if they just sold them in boutiques. So anyway, for me, because of the lack of sales as well as the somewhat exorbitant shipping, I have not ordered anything from Root in quite some time. So for me, I haven't forgotten about them altogether, but it's just not a company that is a go-to for me right now. A company that I'm actually kind of missing that I really do need to order some at least wax melts from during the next few months is Swan Creek. I used to love Swan Creek, both the candles, which are soy, as well as their wax melts. They're amazing. If you've never tried the drizzle or herbal melts from Goose Creek, you need to. They are incredible. Look up some other, not Goose Creek, Swan Creek. I hate Goose Creek, but Swan Creek. Look up some other Swan Creek reviews on my channel. They really are a great company. So back to Yankee. All right, so this is all that I have left, and I'll go through it here in a second, of my Yankee Candle Collection. Yankee, for the longest time, was a go-to company, just like Bath & Body Works and Homeworks is now. The thing is, I feel like the quality has just dissipated so significantly over the years that it's just not worth me picking these candles up, even though I think the most that I paid for any one of these is probably 12 bucks. Because I would buy them during SAS, or I would buy them when I had a coupon, or the store was having a great sale, or there was like a BOGO or something. So yeah, I used to I bought from them so frequently, but it's just not worth it when you're paying $12 for a candle and you can't smell it. Because the reason that I buy these candles is for the fragrance more than anything. The ambiance is important as well, which, you know, I would say 60-40 for me, 60 being like the preference for the candle having a scent, 40 for the ambiance. So it's important that I can smell the candle that I'm burning is what I'm trying to say. And I'm just not getting that from Yankee anymore. So for me going forward, what I'm going to stick with from Yankee, because I do think they have some incredible fragrances, but I started getting into the centerpieces, and that's what you see at the end there. Those are actually 2 sleeves. One of the sleeves has, I think, either 2 or 3 melt cups missing from it. But I ordered a bunch of the cranberry chutney last year online, and I really like the melts. I think they're great. They definitely outperform the candles by a long shot. So until Yankee like gets it together, I don't plan on purchasing any more candles from them. It's just not a thing that I'm willing to like deal with at this point. I'm gonna burn what I have here, and quite honestly, I'm guessing a fair amount of it may eventually end up in the candle crock. But you know, you live, you learn. I just hope that at some point Yankee goes back to their former glory, because this really is one of those like classic American companies. And when you think about candles, like one of the first companies that pops into your mind is Yankee, because they've been around forever and they've always had great products, but not now. If you have recently purchased some Yankee candles and you've had some good performers, will you let us know down below in the comments what you bought, what you think? Does it compare to the days of yore when things were amazing, or is it just better than what they have been doing? So anyway, let's get into what is left in my collection. I'm going to start in the front here with my most coveted little prized possessions. These are the, sorry, I'm going to be awkward about this. These are the Tarte Titan candles. I think I started out with 4 of these that I bought at the outlet of all places. When I saw this, I was like, what is this doing here? And they're like, yeah, we just randomly got these in. I do believe that these are from Europe, mostly because they say Yankee Candle Europe on the back. You guys, this particular scent, first off, this is an amazing performer. So if they could just get back to when this was made, which I believe was 2000, was it 2015? My European friends, do you recall? This scent, you guys, it's amazing. It smells like an apple tart. It is delicious. One of the best apple scents that I think Yankee has ever done. And I've smelled pretty much all of their apple scents, and I've got some sugared apple right there. So I love apple, but this one is by far, hands down, the most incredible. I really am looking forward to burning one of these this fall, and then I'm gonna save the second one for next fall. But I just think it's so lovely, and I was so pleased to have found these and to have been able to enjoy them, because they really are what a Yankee Candle should be, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I'm gonna scoot you guys over here, and let's see how we can do this here. Okay, I am storing these in little crates that I think these actually came from Yankee. I believe they must have come from Yankee, and then that one over there is a Bath & Body Works candle crate. I rely pretty heavily on these to store my candles because I think it keeps them pretty safe. Also, I keep these in a closet, so they're not exposed to light or anything like that. This I'm actually getting ready to take downstairs. It's my last Lavender and Peach, which is so good. I'm very excited to burn this. I did not think that lavender and peach would be an acceptable combination, but oh boy, is it ever. It is delightful. I just really hope that this bad boy performs for me. It's equal parts lavender and peach, and it is lovely in the summertime as well as in the spring. So anyway, I'm excited about that one. Excuse me. Back there is a cranberry chutney, which is my beloved. I've told this story many times, but cranberry chutney is what got me started with Yankee in the first place. It is my go-to Thanksgiving through holiday time scent. It is amazing, and I cannot recommend it enough. And that is what I have, like I said, in the melt cups over here. It's one of their best scents. Sadly, the last few cranberry chutney candles that I've gone through have been essentially scentless. Like, I don't know how it's possible because it's such a strong fragrance from them normally. Like, it's a great performer, but yeah, I have a feeling this one here is just gonna suck as much as the last few did. But what I may do is this Thanksgiving just put it in a candle crock maybe and just melt the whole thing down. So there's that. Next, we have, that's 4 sugared apples that you see here. Sugared apple, I believe, is now discontinued, which I don't know why they would do that. It's kind of a really interesting apple scent in that it's a powdery apple scent. What it smells like to me is baked apples that were sprinkled with powdered sugar, and that's where I think that powdery note is coming from. Not powdery as in like baby powder, but definite like powdered sugar over a baked apple that maybe had some granulated sugar sprinkled on it before it was put in the oven. So the apple isn't super crazy crisp. It is like a warmed, you know how apples start to break down when you bake them? Like, you just really can tell that it is a baked apple note and powdered sugar. It is delicious. This one's actually a decent performer for me. These are all from 2012, so I feel like that's kind of right around the time that Yankee started really going downhill. They were definitely struggling a little bit then, but yeah, anyway, love those. And then the rest of what you see here is all pumpkin wreath. I love this one, and when they decided to discontinue it, I went on a hunt and found as many as I could get my hands on. Pumpkin wreath is probably the most manly fall scent that I've ever enjoyed, because it is it's such an interesting blend. I want to say there's like a muskiness to this. It's definitely pumpkin, it's apples, but it's not sweet. It's very rustic. Like, this is what I feel like a mountain lodge should smell like in the fall. And I'm talking well into the fall, like when the leaves are getting ready to drop. There's almost like a woody note to this. It's incredibly unique and fresh. and different for fall, and definitely different for me, because as you guys can see, I am like, I need things to smell like food. This does not smell like food at all. Luckily, I do think that Yankee has repackaged this multiple times to be able to sell at like the outlet stores like TJ Maxx and Home Goods and stuff. It's not under the pumpkin wreath name, but I've definitely smelled the fragrance at those outlet stores with a different name. So kind of interesting that they do that, but I do believe this is definitely discontinued in stores. I haven't seen it in a long time. Maybe at the outlet stores you might be able to find it. I do have an outlet store that's not far from me, but it's a little bit of a trek, so I haven't visited it in quite some time. But yeah, anyway, you guys, this is my Yankee Candle collection. This is what I have left. I'd love to know if you're still buying from Yankee. What do you still have left in your collection? What got you started with Yankee? And like, what's your all-time favorite? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really hope that you have a lovely Easter if you celebrate it. I'm definitely thinking about all of you guys. I know this is not the way that most of us typically celebrate Easter. You know, being stuck at home isn't ideal during a holiday, but hopefully this makes next Easter that much more special. So, anyway, thank you guys again. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.